Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is finished pages, October finished pages. I had to think then, we are in November. We are in November. I am filming this slightly late because I wanted to finish off the last page that I'll share with you, and I think it's my favourite page of the month. So stick around to see that one. I really enjoyed it. Actually, I've coloured it twice this month. We've got a little mascot here. I'm keeping him out even though he's a Halloween decoration. It's this little guy and he's holding a very used Prismacolor Halloween decoration. But isn't he adorable? I do love it. If they had any other types of dinosaurs, I really would have got them, but that's the only one that I saw. So a little raptor baby skeleton there. So we'll start off with Sarah Richardson. Now you would have seen, actually I will share this one first because this is her brand new book. I'm going to have to move this guy out of the way just a little bit. But I did the dragon in this one. Where is it? I've not put a tag in. Some of these pages this month I haven't put tags in, but I know that I've done pages in them. And I did this one, which I'm sure it's Violet. Yep, this one's called Violet, and I did show this as well in the unboxing and review of this book. Now it is really grayscaled, don't get me wrong, it is really grayscaled, but I can work with that. I'm going to keep this book out for this month. I love the paper. The paper is superb. It's watercolour, markers, anything, you name it, this paper will take it. It's actually watercolour on this, and you can see it's dried more or less completely flat. But yeah, I really enjoyed colouring this. And if I can just find one of the dragons just to show you how I managed to do the background, because it was really simple because that grayscale was already there. So this, for instance, can you see where there's clouds? I still put paint over it, but a very light watered down layer of paint, so you can still work out that it is clouds in the background. But yeah, they're just easy to do, I think. So I went over the actual dragon itself with Prismacolor, I think, or it might have been Polychromos. It was last month. I think I got this book and then I couldn't put that video live for about 2 weeks, I think. So I have had this book for a little while now actually. But yeah, I'm going to keep that to one side. I can't remember the English name for this one, and I can't even pronounce that. I can pronounce this one, Dunkelblunt. Dunkelblunt. Pronounce that one. So yeah, I need to keep that one to one side. And I did this lady. I actually used Distress ink for the background. I've not used Distress ink for ages, especially doing this sort of effect, and it's really easy to do. But yeah, Caran d'Ache Luminance, I was just trying to think that then. Caran d'Ache Luminance for her skin, and then Polychromos, I think, for the hair. I'm pretty sure it's Polychromos because they're just a really hard pencil. They keep the points, so they're really good for her. But I really enjoyed this one as well. Again, the paper is exactly the same in all of the books, all nicely spiral bound, and I've done quite a few in her books now. I love that one. Dead vibrant. Look at that. But I think this new one's on par actually, with being really vibrant. I've still not finished that page that you just saw then. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I actually like my attempt at gold. I can never usually do gold, but I do actually like my attempt. Now I'm looking at this. That is Inktense. That gold is Inktense. So that's the Sarah Richardson pages that I did this month. Now, this is the newest Hannah Carlson. I don't think I put a tag in this. And I promise you, I filmed 3/4 of me doing this, and then I just did not like how it turned out, so I didn't film me finishing the ending because I knew I wouldn't like the end result, so I didn't bother because I didn't bother filming it. If I don't like the picture, I don't think you will, so that's why I didn't bother editing that video or publishing it. It's still somewhere on my laptop, hidden away, but yeah, it's not my favourite. I really want to love all these new Hannah Carlson boots, I really do. and I feel terrible for saying it, but I don't, because she holds a soft spot. It's like the first proper adult colouring boots that I really did fall in love with, and I feel like, oh, I should get a boots, especially without having a YouTube channel to have the boots to show you guys and tell you my opinion. But if I didn't do YouTube, I probably wouldn't have bought this one. If I'd have seen a flip through, there was flip throughs available before I bought this, but I didn't want to see them because I wanted to save it for myself and actually genuinely be surprised at the flip through, and you know, enjoy the process of seeing excuse me, all the pages for the first time. Just let me get a drink. Yeah, I'm just I want to love the books, but the previous 3, 4, I'm just counting 4, yeah, this is the 5th one. I'm not blown away with, to be totally honest with you. I still will use it, I still will colour in it. But yeah, that's the Hannah Calzone one that I did for the month. And then we move on to Mystic Art Mirrors. Now, Mystic Art Mirrors has sort of changed this. She's done this sort of style before, and I've spoke about it previously, and it was a really grayscaled set of art that she did, and I was loving it then. So when I saw that she brought this out, and I did do a video on this actually, and I was saying, oh, it's expensive for one PDF, but by the end of the video I was saying how much it's actually worth it. Yeah, it's expensive for one PDF, even though it says six pictures. You're getting it in different like line arts and different scales of grayscale, but I do take that back because of how much I enjoyed actually colouring this page. Them 3, 4, how many hours it took me to colour it was definitely worth the, I think it was like £4, £5 something for this illustration. I do think it was worth it, and it's saved on my phone so I can print it out whenever I want. And actually, instead of saving it towards the end, this is the page that I actually did twice. This is the one that I finished off this morning. So there is two versions on different paper. This is watercolour paper and mostly done in watercolour. So nice thick paper. Like I said, I'm sure that I did a video on this right at the start of the month, something like that, because I haven't really done that many Halloween. There's a couple, but I just loved it that much. At the time I already printed it out on the Tantone paper, and I started this 4 or 5 nights ago and just took my time with it, and like I said, I finished it off this morning, and I quickly just did pan pastel for here. I was in a bit of a rush and I want to get this video filmed. It's already late. I did have a couple of accidents when I was watering my plants. They dripped onto the page, but it doesn't matter. A little bit on my light there. But I think I prefer this one. Although I prefer the application, the watercolour and the background on this did take me a long time. It took me probably an hour and a half to actually just colour this hair, and there's not a lot of hair. There really isn't. But which one do you prefer? And I didn't do a background on this one as well. I think because of the Tantone paper, I don't always do backgrounds. So which one do you prefer? I will share these on, I nearly said Netflix then because I was thinking about a program on Netflix what I'm going to watch tonight. Yeah, I will share it on Instagram and you can let me know. I've just realised now, looking at the heights, they're nearly identical in colour. Well, I bet you I couldn't do that again. On the backs I did different. And the outfit, I probably prefer the outfit on this one, but I like the hair on this one, and I like the pumpkins better on this one, but the hat is better on this one. If you see the details at the top, it reminds me of the sorting hat from Harry Potter. But yeah, these are by Mystic Art Mirrors. Little Witchy Friend it's called. So I definitely got my money's worth out of this these PDFs. I might as well stick to the PDFs as well. Now these were in a set of 3 or 4 I want to say, and I did these two. I did this one first, so we'll start off with this. Again, with the Tantone paper, I don't really tend to do backgrounds all that often. It's not the thickest of paper, so I can't really use watercolour. I mean I could, but make the page go funny and buckle, so I don't really like doing that. I've used some acrylic paint pens on this. It was definitely Prismacolor. I'm just checking none of that is alcohol marker. And I love my little pumpkin. It's cute, isn't it? And the green hair, I don't do green hair all that often, but these sort of pages, I think they just like scream for wacky hair colours. I really do. Look how vibrant that hat is now that I'm looking at it through the camera. The face is a little bit washed out. I tried to give her like if zombies were real, like a zombie skin tone sort of. I don't know if I pulled that off. That you can see shining as well, I've probably not got it to hand, is the Sakura Jelly Roll in the glaze ones in black. That's what you can see shining there. So we can move on to this one. I technically did a background of this, that's all stickles. All stickles going around the illustration. I actually shared this one on Instagram already, I think. And I'm sure that there was a comment saying it looks like a sticker, and now that someone said it I can see it, because I went round it with a white acrylic paint pen and then around that with the stickles. I can completely see it. It does look like a sticker, and I'm really proud of this one. But that is all alcohol marker and then Prismacolor over the top. So yeah, that is them two. You can see that it's Prismacolor because you see the wax moving a little bit. Which one do you prefer out of these ones? I think I like this one better. This one was a little bit of a labour of love because there were so many pumpkins. It was like doing the same thing over and over again. But I tried to make them slightly different, like with different oranges, reds and yellows. But on camera they look all the same, but they are different. Here comes the rain. Dragonology, I think that's how you pronounce this book. The colouring book. More than 3 million Dragon boots, so surely that's not 3 million colouring boots, because I know that these ones get information about the dragons. But I did this little guy, and all of this is with Daniel Smith watercolour paints. Absolutely all of it. There's no pencil on this whatsoever. I just really took my time, let the layers dry in between. It's buckled a little bit, but it's not too bad, this paper. It's not really thin. It's definitely not like Amazon paper. I'd probably say it's double the thickness of Amazon paper. But I really enjoyed doing this one. Just in watercolour and not worrying about pencils. I was just watching a movie at the time of doing it and really taking my time with each scale. Has any of it bled through? No. And I think it helps as well. The Daniel Smith watercolour paint is just a dream to work with. It blends beautifully. You can mix the colours together so they do sort of like granulate. That's what I did with the background. Really easy. All I did was, let's say I wanted the colour to come out to here. So I pre-wet this with clean, I nearly said then clean wet water. Clean water, and then put the colour there, pulled it out and let it bleed out into the clean water. So then I didn't have a harsh edge. But yeah, I love that one as well. We've got one from Wildflower Folk by Christine Cara, and I don't like this one at all. At all. I use the same Daniel Smith watercolours in the background of that one, but you can see the difference of that's really opaque watercolour, barely even watered down, and there's lots and lots of watercolour, lots of water mixed in with the paint, so you can see the difference. It's the same paint, it's just applied differently, different technique and a lot more water. That's why I love watercolour. It's just so versatile. How many times can I say watercolour in this video? So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the colours that I use. I don't think the background goes with the illustration, the colours that I chose. I just really don't like it. Didn't use alcohol marker with that. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself with that one, the wizard, which is unfortunate. Now this next illustration is adorable. I can't tell you the artist because I did look on Etsy before I started filming this, and the shop has completely disappeared. It was a PDF book that I bought many moons ago, I mean years ago at this point, and I'd already printed it all out and had it in my folder ready to colour, and I can't find the illustrator, I can't find the shop, nothing, absolutely nothing. So in future, if I do any of these pages, I might not show them, because obviously I don't want to be showing something and you might really like it and you can't get hold of it. It's just, yeah, it's a shame, it's a shame. But the Pokemon, the baby Pokemon, Jolteon and Flareon, and I just wanted something really simple to colour. And I actually printed this back on really good cardstock. It's all alcohol marker, even like the shading and what. I never do shading with alcohol markers. Like, I did shading there as well. There's no pencil on this, it was just, I wanted to sit down and colour for a bird. It was something simple to do. I don't know what happened here, I must have just left the pen on the side and then it's touched it maybe. I'm not sure. I had a little highlights in the eyes. Then we've got Pop Manga, Cute and Creeper. And I don't think I put a tag in this, did I? I purposely wanted to get one done out of this book because I've done so many pages and I really want to get this book finished. But I think it's going to be next year, maybe even the year after that, because I've still got quite a few to go. But I did the mummy. I did put a vote up on the community tab, and this one won by quite a way, actually, quite a way. And I could not sit down and film the whole process. I just couldn't. I didn't have the time to sit here and explain what I was doing. So I'm pretty sure I did it as a time-lapse video, so you still got to see it. I do really like it. I do really like it. I tried to go, even though it is mummy colours like the browns and the beiges and stuff, just tried something different. We're going with the blue background and try and incorporate the blue into these bits of material here as well. I do like it, don't get me wrong. It's probably one of the best ones that I've done out of this book, to be fair. But I just look back at some of the illustrations in this book and I think, why didn't you blend that out? Why didn't you add this? Why didn't you do that? Why did you add that colour though? Why did you do this? It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. This might be one of the books that I rebuy once I've completed it, just to see the difference in my colouring style. So if you've watched me for any time at all, you'll know that I do like to do redo a colouring page that I've already previously done, just to see how far, see if I've improved in any of the techniques that I've learnt. That is the biggest whoopsie page, and I'm sure I had a comment as well about doing that on camera, which I have noted. I do read comments. Yeah, there's some cute ones, some that, like these ones, these are adorable. I'd love to call these again. And I definitely do that in these two as well. I definitely do them a little bit different, but that's this month's anyway. I'm getting sidetracked. So that is this month's pages. I've not done any diamond painting. I've barely read this month. What else? My plants are the same, I still have to look after them. But yeah, that is all the things that I've been up to this month. Let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting this one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 pages. I have got a couple of whips, but I've done barely anything on them, so it's probably not worth me sharing them with you. But I do hope that you enjoyed the video and you do leave me a big thumbs up. And until my next video, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.